Hello children, welcome for today's biology class. So today we are going to study the chapter Control and Coordination. The topics going to be covered are stimuli, coordination in animals and structure of neuron. Now let us go inside the chapter. The changes in the environment to which the living organism respond are called stimuli. Means the stimuli, it makes the living organism to respond. For example, somebody pinch, so you will take away your hand. So the pinching is the stimuli. So you are just giving response for the stimuli. You are taking away your hand. Okay. The simple example, the same way, heat, cold, sound, smell, taste, touch, pressure, gravity, water. Okay, all are stimuli. So living organisms respond to stimuli in the form of body movements. Okay. So now let us study what is coordination. So you have so many organs and organ systems. So all they should work together. So how do they work together? So by working together only they can achieve some work. Okay, and they can respond to stimuli. So whatever it is. So that's why all the organs they have to be under coordination. So the coordination, it is done by nerves or the nervous system, or it can be by means of hormones, that is endocrine system. So the nervous system and endocrine system, so both of them they do coordination. So all the organs, they are incorporating the organs and making them to work together. Okay, so here in animals, control and coordination is done by nervous system and endocrine system. But in plants, coordination is done only by chemical substances. That is, only hormones are there for them. Plant hormones, that you call that as phytohormones. They don't have nervous system like you, brain, spinal cord, like that. They don't have, because they don't have organ system at all. So that's why simply wherever it is needed, the hormones are synthesized, and accordingly the plants, they respond. Okay children. So now let us study regarding coordination in animals. So in animals, the control and coordination is done by nervous system and endocrine system. Endocrine system, that includes hormones and endocrine glands, and nervous system, it consists of brain, spinal cord and nerves. Okay, so now let us study one by one. First let us know regarding what do you mean by receptors. The receptors are nothing, they are only sense organs. They receive the stimuli and they pass the message to brain or spinal cord through sensory nerves. Okay, the sensory nerves, it connects the receptor or spinal cord and brain. Along with both are interconnected by this sensory nerve. So here when you observe, the receptors are of 5. 5 sense organs are there. So photoreceptors, they are eyes. Okay, they respond to light. And phonoreceptors, that is ears, they respond to sound. Then olfactory receptors, this nose, and it is helpful to detect the smell. Then gustatory receptors, it is present in tongue. So with the help of that you can detect the taste. Then tangoreceptors, present in skin, it is helpful to detect the touch. Okay, these are the 5 types of receptors: photoreceptor, phonoreceptor, olfactory receptor, gustatory receptor and tangoreceptors. Next is effectors. So effectors are muscles and glands. They are giving the effect. They are giving the means response according to the stimuli. Okay, so they respond, they give the response according to the order received from brain or spinal cord. And how do they receive the order? They receive the order through motor nerves. Okay, so here you see the diagram. This is the sensory nerve. Sensory nerve, what does it do? So it brings the information to spinal cord, and here the motor nerve, so it gives the order to effector, that is muscle. This is receptor and this is effector, and this is sensory nerve and this is motor nerve. Okay, sensory nerves are the nerves which carry the information from receptors to brain and spinal cord. And motor nerves, what do? They carry the information from brain and spinal cord to effectors. The effectors are muscles and glands. Okay, receptors, effectors, sensory nerve and motor nerve. So this is nervous system. You can see brain, then spinal cord. You can see these structures. These all are nerves. Altogether, it is constituting your nervous system. So then a human nervous system, when you see the parts of nervous system, the human nervous system, it consists of central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system, that is the main center, so it consists of brain and spinal cord. Brain, spinal cord. Only these two constitutes the central nervous system. Peripheral nervous system, actually the surrounding nerves, it may be cranial nerves or spinal nerves. Cranial nerves, it arises from brain, and spinal nerves, it arises from spinal cord. Okay, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system, it is brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system, it consists of cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Okay, so now let us study regarding neuron. So actually the neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system. It may be brain or spinal cord, or it can be nerves. All are made up of neurons. Okay, so now let us study the structure of neuron. It is very important, children. In 3 marks questions, the diagram is repeatedly asked with label the parts and all. No, you should know. You can practice the diagram in your notebook. So here it consists of cyton, that is cell body. Okay, can you see the nucleus in the center, and cytoplasm. This is cytoplasm here surrounding nucleus, and it has small projections which you call that as dendrites, and there's a long nerve fiber that you call that as axon, and it is covered by a protective sheath called myelin sheath. Actually, the axon, it ends in the dendrite of other neuron. The junction between two neurons, you call that as synapse. Okay, so the neuron, it has to be continuous. Now we are studying regarding one neuron, and other neuron will be attached along with that. Continuously it forms the chain of the neuron. Okay, and the contact between two neurons, that is junction between two neurons, you call that as synapse. See here, it is the synapse, junction between two neurons, that you call that as synapse. The message through the nerve cell, it can be sent by means of chemical or electrical signals. It can be chemical signal or can be through electrical signal. Actually, the electrical signal, it is used for passing the information through axon, and in the synapse there can be electrical or chemical signal when the contact between this neuron, when the contact is very close to each other means electrical signal will be there. When little bit distance is there between these two neurons, then they will send the signal by means of chemicals. Okay, so through the axon only electrical signal can be there. In the place of synapse, there can be electrical signal or chemical signals can be there. Like that, the nerve impulse, it can be passed. Okay, with the sensory nerve and motor nerve, whatever it is there, or maybe spinal cord, or it can be brain, all are made up of the basic unit called neuron. Okay, children, so today we are concluding up to this. Okay, we will meet in the next class. Thank you.